Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to learn how to create this interactive icon using Hana, all in just a few simple steps. Alright, let's jump right in. Let's start by creating a new Hana 2D design. Add a new frame. Next, create another frame in the center. Fill it with an orange color. Adjust the size to 144 by 144 and set the corner radius to 32. After that, add a subtle stroke with 10% opacity, a thickness of 1, and make sure the position is set to inside. Now let's add some shadow details. Go to Effects, click the plus icon, and set the offset to 0, blur to 64. Change the color to a dark gray and the opacity to 15%. Add another layer, choose Inner Shadow, and set the Y offset to 1, blur to 3, color to white, and opacity to 50%. Then add one more drop shadow layer, set the blur to 12 and opacity to 6%. Nice! Now we've got a clean polished background ready to go, and rename it to Orange BG. Let's duplicate this frame and move it to the left side. Change its color to white and set the opacity to 5%. Nice. Now we've got this glass effect. Now go to Effect and add a noise glass. Set the blur to 25 and the amplitude to 6 and scale to 100 to create a smooth, blurred glass texture. Go to the drop shadow layer and increase the blur to 24. Looks great. Then rename it to Glass BG. Now let's add an ellipse with a size of 37. Next, add a rectangle. Set the size to 73 by 37. To create this rounded shape, we'll adjust the corners individually. Click the corner settings icon, set the top corner to 80 and the bottom corner to 16. And there we go. That's our shape. Let's group this avatar by pressing Command plus G and move it to the center. You can select both the ellipse and rectangle and apply the same color at once, or set the colors separately if you prefer. Change the color to white. Add a stroke with 10% opacity, thickness set to 1, and position set to inside. Let's give it a bit more depth with some shadows. Add a drop shadow, set the Y offset to 0, blur to 64, and use the same dark gray color as before with 15% opacity. Add another drop shadow layer, increase the blur to 12, and set the opacity to 6%. Then add an inner shadow, move the Y offset up to around -2, set the blur to 8, change the color to a dark orange, and set the opacity to 25%. Looks nice. Finally, let's add some text here. Type contacts and adjust the size and color until it looks just right. Then group all those elements and center the group by clicking the alignment button. Nice, that looks great. Next, we'll set up the interaction. We're going to animate 3 elements: the orange background, the glass background, and the text. Let's select the glass frame, create another state, and change its size to 154 by 154. You may see that the avatar is off-center because we don't have constraints. We could select the group and go to Constraints, click Center on both, or choose Center. Then go back, add a state to the Glass BG, and set the size to 154. The avatar will now stay centered regardless of how the glass frame scales. Now select the orange background and create another state. We want a slight 3D rotation effect, so enable 3D and set the rotation to X to 15, Y to -25, and Z to 8. For the text, just add a second state and change its color to black. Now that we have our states, let's add the events. Group the orange frame and the glass frame with Command+G, then go to add an event. Select mouse hover and add transition. Choose orange background as target. Transition from base state to state. With a spring type animation, let's go to preview. Nice, it looks very smooth. Next, let's add event to another 2 elements in a fast way. Right-click and copy the event and paste the event. Change the target to glass BG. Transition from base state to state. Paste the event again, change target to text, transition from base state to state. Let's go to preview again. When we move our mouse on this icon, we could see the interaction was triggered smoothly, pretty nice. Besides this, you can apply this same method to other icons like messages, settings, etc. to get a whole series of interactive icons for your design system. Once you're finished, go to the export panel in the top right corner and choose the format you want, like embed link, image, or videos. The export methods are very easy to apply. We could just simply copy the embed and paste it on your website, then you will have it on your website instantly. No coding, no extra work, publishing at once. And that's it for today's tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.